So, I wasn't expecting to make another update video so soon, but Classroom of the Elite Season 4 just dropped a new full trailer that actually shows scenes from multiple episodes this time around, along with giving us a proper look at the new character designs. We also have some news about the actual release date this time and how they're gonna handle the episodes that will be pre-screened early in March. But as much as I want to be happy about all this news, the trailer does have some pretty concerning things about it. I really wanted this trailer to be a great sign for Season 4, but sadly we're dealing with Studio Lurch and Kadokawa here. I'll be going through all the news we got along with my thoughts on the new trailer and some other changes that I noticed. So, let's start by talking about the official release date, which is gonna be April 1st. They're gonna be dropping the first 4 episodes together in a 90-minute extended premiere on the same day, which is actually crazy. I believe Classroom of the Elite is gonna be the third anime to ever do something like this, the other two being Oshinoko and Frieren. The same case with the pre-screening 4 whole episodes before the weekly release. I'm pretty sure only Fate Strange Fake has done this before, but that's a pretty special case. It honestly still feels like a prank that Classroom of the Elite of all things is gonna be having a pre-release, and maybe that's why they're literally releasing this on April Fool's Day. But all jokes aside, I'm really happy the first 4 episodes are gonna air together instead of airing weekly again after the early release. Mostly because this greatly increases the chance of a higher episode count this season. At this point, I think we have a solid chance of getting at least 16 episodes for this season like they did with Re:Zero Season 3. Lastly, we got some news about the new opening and ending theme artists. And shockingly enough, Zack isn't going to be the one doing the opening for this season unlike the previous 3. Air Aoi is gonna be the one doing the opening for this season, while Zack is gonna be doing the ending song. I'm personally a huge fan of the SAO Season 2 opening, so I have no issues with the new opening artist, and I desperately need to hear the full versions of both these songs ASAP. Now that we're done with all the news, let's talk about my thoughts on the trailer itself. The first thing about this trailer that immediately stands out is that it shows content from the first 2 volumes of Year 2. And this could either be a great or absolutely terrible sign for this season. And it all depends on whether this trailer is showcasing the first 4 episodes or showcasing the season as a whole. Because if this trailer is only showing content from the first 4 episodes, then we're absolutely cooked. It means they're gonna be jamming 2 whole volumes into 4 episodes, and that's gonna potentially be a worse disaster than the previous seasons. Talking about the visuals itself, I'm personally a huge fan of the new art style as well as the aesthetic, and it already looks better in all aspects, especially compared to the absolute garbage that was the Season 2 adaptation. But just in this trailer alone, there are quite a few shots where the character designs look pretty inconsistent and sometimes out of model, which is kind of concerning. Aside from that, there are some shots with some really weird color palettes. I get what the director is trying to do with these shots, but I'm personally not a huge fan of the execution. There's also this specific shot that reminds me of the disco lighting from One Punch Man Season 3, which is truly something to be reminded of. There are also a few shots like this Hosen one, where you can see the camera shakes being used as a replacement for actual animation, and this is something that is a pretty massive red flag, at least for me. Overall, I mostly have positive things to say about the visuals, especially compared to the previous seasons, but those were a few things that I noticed that looked off, at least based on this trailer. Another thing I noticed about this trailer was the introduction of new NPCs in Class D who were not present in the previous seasons. If you guys don't know, there were like 15 students missing from every single class, so there's gonna be a pretty good chance they're finally gonna fix that this season. Especially because a certain background character who doesn't even exist in the previous seasons becomes kind of important later on in Year 2. I noticed that they also finally fixed Ichinoshi's hair color this season. The anime made her blonde for the past 3 seasons compared to her iconic pink hair in the light novel. Aside from that, we finally see the new character designs for characters like Fuka, and she also looks great. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this trailer. Even though I was nitpicking a lot about the visuals, the thing I care the most about is the pacing. And I'm desperately hoping that they aren't gonna be jamming 2 whole volumes into the first 4 episodes. I really hope that the first 4 episodes are gonna be dedicated to adapting just volume 1. With all that being said though, leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how you guys feel about this new trailer, and consider subscribing for more Classroom of the Elite and just anime content in general. Peace.